engaged to Joseph, a hard-working carpenter. One day something extraordinary happened. God sent an angel to Mary to tell her she would give birth to a very special baby, God's own son. Mary believed God and said yes to his plan. Time passed and a message went out across the land. Everyone had to travel to the town of their family. Joseph's family came from Bethlehem, so he and Mary began a long journey over hills and dusty roads. Mary and Joseph traveled for days. When they finally reached Bethlehem, the town was crowded with people who also came to register. Joseph knocked on door after door, but every inn was full. At least one kind innkeeper pointed to a stable nearby. It wasn't much, but it was warm and safe. Mary and Joseph entered the stable filled with gentle animals settling down for the night. And that very night, in the quiet stillness, the greatest gift the world had ever known arrived. Mary gave birth to her baby Jesus. She wrapped him in soft cloth and laid him in a manger filled with hay. The animals gathered close as if they knew something holy was happening. A warm peace filled the stable. It was a simple place for a king. But God chose it that way. Out in the fields nearby, shepherds will watch their sheep. The night was calm, the stars twinkled above. Then suddenly the sky blazed with bright and heavenly light. The shepherds shielded their eyes, unsure of what was happening. The angel of the Lord appeared before them, shining with God's glory. The shepherds were amazed. The sky filled as if all of heaven couldn't keep silent. A whole host of angels praised God, celebrating the birth of Jesus. When the light faded, the shepherds hurried to Bethlehem. They ran through the streets until they found the stable, just as the angel had said. They knelt beside the manger, filled with wonder as they gazed at the tiny baby who would bring hope to the world. Far away in the east, wise men studied the stars, but they noticed a new bright star shining like a beacon in the sky. They knew it meant a great king had been born. The wise men prepared gifts and began a long journey across deserts and mountains. They traveled for many months, following the star wherever it led. Finally, the star stopped over the place where Jesus was. The wise men entered and bowed before the child who was God's promise come true. As the wise men offered their gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, the world was forever changed. In that humble manger lay God's love wrapped in a tiny baby. On the quiet night in Bethlehem, Jesus, the light of the world, had arrived. And every Christmas we remember this beautiful story. The story of God coming close to us. The story of Jesus born to bring hope and peace to all.